Journey to the New World is some of, if not the most important and valuable information in all of Hunter x Hunter, and it was written by one of Gon's ancestors, Don Freecss. Let's talk about it. So the reason this book is so important is because it contains virtually all of the information humanity has on the Dark Continent. And again, that's thanks to Don Freecss, who chronicled his adventures exploring the Mobius shoreline in this book. Now, what's really interesting is that when this book first came out centuries ago, people thought it was just the ramblings of a madman. They thought Don Freecss had absolutely lost his rocker and was making up these fantastical stories. And as such, it was published as a piece of fiction. However, it wasn't until later that the government realized that this was actually factual documentation of what was going on in the Dark Continent. And at that point, they snatched it up for themselves and kept that information under lock and key. And it's because of this book that humanity learned about the potential wealth of treasures that the Dark Continent held, like the herb that could cure any disease, or the rock that could power a city, or even the nitro rice that could help you live for hundreds and hundreds of years. But the book also warned about the dangers of the Dark Continent, including the 5 calamities which humanity has been forced to bring back with them due to their hubris. Now, I've been saying book this entire time, but that's not entirely accurate, because it's actually a collection of 2 books. We have Journey to the New World West Edition and Journey to the New World East Edition. And all of the information humanity has comes only from the Eastern Edition. This Western Edition has never been found. And it's actually Gene Freecss, Gon's father, who tells us all of this, and he offers up 3 potential explanations as to why this western half is still missing. The first is that it's just lost, and we haven't been able to find it yet. The second is that maybe Don Freecss just never finished the book. Maybe he stopped after doing the eastern half. And the third is that it's still being written. Wait, still being written? How is that possible when we know that the eastern version came out literal centuries ago? Well, it's possible that Don could still be alive thanks to the nitro rice that I mentioned earlier, the one that can prolong your life for hundreds and hundreds of years. So Don Freecss could be alive and currently exploring the western hemisphere of the Dark Continent in order to finish his book. And we don't know how much Gene Freecss actually knows, so maybe that's even part of the reason of why he wants to go there so bad. In any case, I'm extremely curious for what other secrets may be in this book, and we do know that there is a copy on the Black Whale because the government gave one to Steiner to study and memorize in order to prepare for this expedition, so we might find out even more. And while we're on the subject of these narratively important books, I do wonder if Don Freecss maybe wrote any other books before he started Journey to the New World, because we do know the existence of a book called Dino Hunter, or D Hunter for short, inspired both Sheila and Kurapika to become hunters, and it was a book all about the fantastical exploits of a hunter named D. Coincidence? Probably, but let me know y'all's thoughts.